Good morning, fellow stackers. Welcome back to Joseph's Reserves. If you're new here, I store 20% of my income in the form of coins and precious metals, similar to Joseph in the Bible, who stored 20% of the harvest to feed Egypt in the future years. And I bring you along for the journey. Before I dive in, I've got to give a quick shout out. Congratulations to Led Zepp Nut for being the very first comment on the last video. I appreciate you showing up first and keeping the conversation going. Who's going to be the first this time? Now, I've been hearing a lot of talk lately, people saying silver is too high. I'll wait for the dip. Or gold's running hot and I'll jump in later. And listen, I get it. Nobody wants to feel like they're buying at the top, but here's the truth. If you sit around waiting for the perfect price, you'll probably end up waiting forever. I don't stack because of where spot price is today. I stack because of where I want to be in 10 to 20 years from now. And that goal is lots of gold and silver. That's why I keep stacking, even when prices are going up, because stacking isn't about timing the market. It's about time in the market. Every ounce I add is one more ounce that belongs to me, not the bank, not the government, and not the paper system. That's peace of mind. I wasn't stacking back in 2011 when silver was running high towards $50, although I know some that said it's too high, I'll wait for it to come back down. And sure enough, it did, but also I know that if I had tried to save my money waiting, I would have missed out on stacking during that whole season, because while I was waiting for perfection, I would have found something else to buy. Likely a burger or a toy for my kids. I know because that's exactly what happens today if I try to save and accumulate into bigger buys right now. In this hypothetical in 2011, I would have been better off just buying steadily all the way through, because even expensive silver is better than no silver. And that's why now I don't play the waiting game. I just keep buying what I can, when I can, no matter what the charts look like. Every generation has thought that gold and silver were expensive. Imagine being the guy in 1980 paying $600 for an ounce of gold. People probably laughed at him. Today, that same ounce is worth more than 6 times the amount. And the same will be true about our gold today. Someday, the price of silver and gold will be 6 times that of what they are today, and they will continue to go on from there. So now imagine how foolish the man who was hesitant to buy gold when it was $600 in the 80s truly is. Imagine now, if you're hesitant to buy silver because it's over $40 an ounce, how foolish are you going to feel when it eventually hits $100 an ounce? Not saying that's going to be tomorrow or even anytime this year or the next 5 years, but eventually it will hit $100 an ounce. Inflation is a constant, and it will eventually get to $100. Let me break it down. The normal paycheck plan is every 2 weeks. So if I stack $100 worth of silver every 2 weeks from 26 paychecks, that is $2,600 a year. If prices are slowly going up, then the ounces you bought at the beginning of the year would slowly gain value as well. A year ago, today, silver was $28.43. I remember buying generic rounds at $2 over and junk silver at spot. So if I was to buy $100 of silver a year ago, that would have gotten me 3 generic rounds, 1 quarter, and 1 dime. Today, that has a melt value of $133.25. After taking a hit from losing premium on the sale side, if I was to sell today, that would still be over $125. That's a 25% return in just 1 year. Imagine what a $2,600 stack that was accumulated during that time would actually be valued at today. That is the power of consistency. And if you're brand new, Don't stress out about where to start. Just aim for your first 10 ounces, then your first 100. Don't worry if it's eagles, junk silver, or a 10-ounce bar. Just start. Because starting is the hardest part, and staying consistent is what builds wealth over time. I keep remembering a Bible verse that I hold close to this stacking journey that I'm on. Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. That's stacking in a nutshell. Not getting rich quickly, but steady, faithful building. So let me ask, what price did you start stacking? Drop it in the comments. I want to see all the different journeys that we're on. For me, it was around $24. At the time, I was making $27 an hour, and when silver hit $27, I remember thinking I get paid 1 ounce of silver per hour. Then silver kept moving, and I could see how much my income was not keeping up with inflation. I had to make a change. Well, if you want to be the shout out on the next video, make sure you're the very first comments when my videos go live. Subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you're notified when my videos go out daily. If you took something away from this video, make sure you like it and share it to all your friends so they can take something from the video themselves. So that's where I am, stacking steadily, not worrying about spot, just focused on the long game. That'll be it for me for today. So thank you so much for watching, and just remember, every ounce adds up. So just keep stacking.